Leicester City on Sunday, because who needs to play at 3 o'clock on a Saturday? Right, the Big Mac. Mac, let's start off with this. Everybody still all over the place in the media, sniping about Juan Mata. Where does he fit into the team? He has scored 8 goals in 10 games. Surely has to start.
That's what I was saying. Was I not saying that, lads? If we're going to play a number 10, has to be Mata. There's no point dropping Rooney back there and trying to push Mata out of play and all this and that and the other. And also, I like the connection Mata has with Herrera and Angel Di Maria as well. He plays good football with them. He gets how they play, and it's fitting him well. So I'm for Juan Mata staying in the Man United 11.
Okay, Gaz, why do you think these stories keep persisting about Mata in particular?
I think it's just because if you put the team down on paper as your 11 best players, then Mata's probably the only player where you'd think, where can we actually stick him in this lineup? But watching the game against QPR, I mean, I was at Old Trafford, and at times I struggled to see like where this is in a positive way, by the way, where Mata and Di Maria and Rooney and Herrera, what their actual position was, just because they were just all over the place, just swapping round all the time, every 5 minutes, and it was brilliant to watch. And I didn't really realise that Mata had that ability to swap round as much in a match, but all of them, they just seemed like they had a telepathic communication with each other. It's good to see.
Okay. Carl, can you see any negatives to having Mata in the starting lineup?
The only negative is, of course, one of the front three has to drop out, either Falcao, Van Persie or Rooney, but it's just a positive in itself that you've got the problem. I know everyone says it, but I mean, it's good to have Falcao coming off the bench or Robin Van Persie or whoever. I think Mata is probably best in the number 10 role. I think using Rooney there is a bit pointless, really.
Okay, sounds like everybody loves Mata, and I'm all for that. Carl, you touched on it then. We'll move on now to point 2, which is 2 into 3. Mac, how can we play these 3 strikers in the 2 forward positions? What do we do?
It was interesting when Falcao came on against QPR. I expected Robin Van Persie to be one going off, and it was Juan Mata, and all 3 played up front. And I was watching them, and Robin Van Persie went out to the left, it seemed, and I don't think that will work in the long term. I think we have to drop one of them. It'll probably be Robin Van Persie who gets dropped. But it'll be interesting to see how we play if he does persist with all 3 of them, because I don't think personally it will work.
Okay, Gaz, do you think we need to drop someone? And if so, who so?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I said we should give Van Persie a go, maybe on the left, maybe slightly on the wing, just see how he does. And for me, he was probably the only player that didn't quite show up last game. He didn't play too bad, but he didn't show up perfectly.
Unfit as well.
Yeah. I don't know whether it was that. I just think he just didn't look with the pace at all, and he's not done for a while now. So I think it'll be Van Persie that goes, and you'll see almost a 2008 United style front 3 where they're all just swapping around with each other, and I'd go for Rooney, Falcao and Di Maria.
Oof. Okay, Carl, they just touched on it then about Van Persie and about his fitness and his attitude. Do you think it is a case of he's just not match fit and he had a long summer with Holland at the World Cup and he just needs a bit of time, or perhaps his head's not in it?
I think it's an element of both, really. I think he's always been one of them players that he can be a bit awkward with his injuries. You have to be very careful with him. I know Ferguson allowed him to have his own training plan so he didn't get injured. That's how he managed him through the whole of the other season when he played near enough every game. But I also think he's one of them players that he can throw a wobbler pretty easy, I reckon, from just seeing a few things of him. And I think I saw his comments when he said, when Falcao arrived, I'm glad he's here, but he's going to have to fight for his place. There's a little bit of like a bite back sort of thing. But it's good to see. That's what we need, really.
I mean, we saw pictures of Falcao, Van Persie and Kluivert having a meal together. No Wayne Rooney. But you reckon Falcao, Robin, thinking,
Rooney was probably
let's get Wayne out the team, lads. You reckon?
Nah, no way. Not a chance.
Carl, we've heard from Gaz and Mac, but would you choose Van Persie to be the player who drops out?
Yeah, before we give our teams, obviously going to do that in a bit, but I'd put Falcao in instead.
Okay, right, let's talk about teams. Adam.
Yo.
Gaz, who's playing where?
No, you want me to give my keeper away?
I wanted your attention, Adam. I wanted you to be listening attentively.
Go on, Adam. You go.
I can't go because Sam's going to copy me.
Because what are you waiting for
Adam,
me to
keep
say
Adam
no?
quiet. Gaz, tell us your team.
Right, okay. I'm going for this a similar system to what we played the last game, because I just think it's obviously with the injuries in defence, it's what we need at the minute. So De Gea in goal, Raphael right back, Evans, Rojo centre halves, Shaw left back. He played for the under-21s the other day. Should be raring to go with match fitness, hopefully. Then I've got Blind as your holding midfielder. I've gone for Herrera and Mata as your two centre mids. Then, like I say, this front three are just going to swap around all the time, so they're not necessarily in these positions. But Rooney on the right, Di Maria on the left, and Falcao up top.
Ooh, very exciting. Falcao straight away. Carl.
Yes. My team. Sorry. Yeah.
I wasn't doing a register. We're not in class.
No. De Gea, and then I've got Rojo on the left. Then Blackett, because I think he played really. I don't think he looked out of place. So put him back in, keep his confidence going. Evans, Raphael, and then the diamond again, obviously, because that's a new formation of the week, whatever it is. Blind, defensive midfielder. Di Maria out on the left. I think he's better there in midfield than rather in a front three like Gaz did, because a lot of times the other day I saw him run back and he was on the edge of our area and mucking in and doing a good job as well. Herrera opposite him, Mata in number 10, and then Rooney and Falcao.
Okay, Adam, don't give anything away, because obviously in a minute you and I will do another video where we talk about who we think Louis van Gaal will play.
1-0.
But what do you make of those teams?
I like them.
Cheers, mate.
It's like, I'm not sure. It's Robin van Persie. Do we drop him? It's difficult, and it's good options to have. Obviously, out of the three, you'd have to say Robin van Persie. But I felt his performance was poor because of his match fitness, and he hasn't had much of a pre-season. Although Louis van Gaal come out saying he's the fittest he's ever seen him and stuff, don't believe that. So I think it's to do with fitness. But I can see Falcao coming in for him. As for, I think, was it Gaz who put Luke Shaw back in?
Yes.
Why change the back four? He doesn't deserve to play. And after them jeggings that he wore midweek, definitely not in the first 11. I thought Rojo, Blackett, Evans and Raphael, especially Raphael, played fantastically well against QPR, so don't change it. That would be me anyway.
Okay, right, let's move on and talk about...
Sam, am I trying to throw you off it?
You say what you want, mate. I've got it all sorted. It's up here and down there. I've dropped my pen. Did have it all going on. Right, let's talk about Leicester City and especially the returning Reds. This sheet of paper says Danny Simpson, Tom Lawrence, Danny Drinkwater, Richie Delap, Matty James and Nick Powell, all former Manchester United players who are at Leicester right now.
They've got more youth products than us.
Yeah.
From Man United.
Yeah. I was about to say that.
Oh, God. Tom Lawrence is a funny one. Why did we sell him for $1 million after he made his debut last year?
We do have a buyback on him, don't we?
Apparently so.
Yeah, there's buybacks on like every contract when a player's sold. It's not like it's a bit of faith, meaning we'll have him back when he gets good. It's just they just exist in contracts. But what do we think about those players? Are we sad that it's only Rich Delat who started their last game? So we might not see many of them.
I think that the only reason... I think that Danny Drinkwater would have started the last game as well. I think he's just coming back from injury. And he was the player of the year last season.
Are you just saying that, Gaz?
No, I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying that.
Is your cousin or something like that?
He's not my cousin, but I do know his dad, and his dad's a nice bloke, so I'm going to stick up for him. But
no, his dad, because his dad's probably your dad.
There's no relation. There's no relation between Danny Drinkwater and me. We just both have stupid names. Right, Danny Drinkwater. No, I do think he's a great little player, great United product. And I think that no matter what happens to Leicester this season, he'll definitely be a Premiership player next season, even if they go down. Delat, obviously, first team player. Good to see him getting first team football. And yeah, I think they're the only two that could start, really.
I'd like to see Nick Powell on the team sheet. Matt, is there anybody else we need to worry about?
I think they brought in Matt Upson, Cambiasso and Albrighton in the summer. And those three players, although I was surprised Villa let Albrighton go, because whenever they've played against us, he's looked one of their livelier players. So he'll be a threat from the wings. Cambiasso had a great game against Arsenal when they got a point against them. So he'll obviously be a threat in the middle. And they've got experience in Matty Upson at the back. If Nick Powell plays, can he play? He's on loan, so I'm guessing.
Yeah, I don't think he will be able to now.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, and Tom Lawrence playing would be sad to see, because I thought it's the United, to be fair. And if he was to get a goal, it'd be a bit sentimental for him, wouldn't it? But I think we'll win, to be honest.
Okay. Anybody you think we need to worry about, Carl?
I think we've left out Joa. You know, the big Argentinian striker.
That's what I was going to say.
He's kind of performed. He's scoring recently, and he's a decent striker, really. I think it was the record signing. So he's someone to keep an eye out. Maybe Rojo will know him. got the Argentina connection there, so you don't know.
Okay. Right then, Cole, start us off. Predictions, please.
3-1. I reckon we'll concede, and it'll make it
3-1.
shaky, and then we'll done it, so it'll be fine.
Okay, Gaz?
I'm not having that. He said exactly what I was going to say.
Oh,
I could. No, I'm not even just saying it. I could imagine, no, because I was going to say, I could imagine us going 1-0 down, everyone getting a bit nervous, then after half an hour, getting one back, everyone slagging us off at half time, then us absolutely dominating the second half. But I'll say 4-1.
Oh,
Nice. Adam?
2-1 United.
2-1. Okay. 2-0.
What did you say, Sam?
I said 2-0, Adam.
2 what?
2-0.
All right, that's all right then.
What are you chatting about? Okay, right, that's it, guys. Thank you very much, everybody watching. Please subscribe to Full Time Devils. Let us know what team you think will be playing. Let us know the score. Let us know your thoughts about your life, what you're up to, what you had for lunch. Write it all down below. It's interesting. Subscribe, like the video, share it with your mates. Have a lovely evening. Different story.
Change
You just
job quite quickly.
do it like this. Too many papers.
Rio Ferdinand is now a bus driver and has had 26 kids with 9 different women.
There's a.
So I don't know
this
when
is
he's
too-
changed.
It's different story. You
Changed job
just
quite quickly.
do it like this.